Worries increase as environment too goes to Rajapaksa family. Sajith orders non-stop barrage against Fonseca. Doubtful if Patali will be accommodated. GL seems okay, but not the others. Analysts give up on Gov, ask Sajith, AKD for their shadow cabinets.
The leader, දේශයට මග කියන ප්‍රවෘත්ති පෙළගැස්ම.
Worries increase as environment too goes to Rajapaksa family. The issue of Kehelia remains sidelined somewhat due to election fever, but the environment portfolio he had held caught everybody's attention following the news Tuesday afternoon. SMS alerts announced the appointment of Janaka Wakumbura as the State Minister of Environment. President Ranil holds the Environment Cabinet portfolio following Kehelia's resignation. His predecessor, Nazir Ahmed, lost even his parliamentary seat by a Supreme Court ruling. It seems the appointee for Environment does not last very long. Anyway, Wakumbura is a close relative of the Rajapaksas. Shashindra, another Rajapaksa, got Sanath Nishantha's state ministry previously. Certain state ministers loyal to Ranil, such as Diana Pushpakumara and Vayalendran, are worried by this preferential treatment for the Rajapaksas. They even raised it with top officials at the presidential secretariat. Some say the president is under pressure from Basel to grant everything to his family. They later came to know the pact between the two that any vacancy in SLPP-held positions should be given to that party only, which means Ranil cannot cross the SLPP boundary despite any talk he gives. Sajith orders non-stop barrage against Fonseca. The SJB too is having its own internal issues to deal with. The clash between Sajith and Fonseca has reached the limit. A decision has been taken to give Fonseca the signal that he should leave. The SJB chairman has now been banned from all party meetings on charges of acting against the leadership and party policies. Last Monday, Fonseca obtained a court injunction against his removal from party positions. He did not join when their parliamentary group met via Zoom on Monday afternoon. On Sajith's orders, all are attacking him. Marika started it, followed by Mujibur, who revealed what he told the SJB meeting in Gampahar in the previous week. It is a surprise that he went to court after commenting on how to reorganize the party at that meeting, said Mujibur. Many in the SJB accused Sanaka Silva, the husband of Diana, of poisoning Fonseca's mind. Also, he has been given a promise of the government's presidential candidacy. Anyway, there is a long list of hopefuls if Ranil does not contest. They include Damika, Vijayadasa, Premajayantha, Tiran, and the latest addition is Patali. Doubtful if Patali will be accommodated. Patali has declared his readiness to accept the challenge as a presidential candidate. The URF leader said so during in 360 programme of Dharana TV on Monday night. A friend of his has told some journalists while having a cuppa at Java Cafe in Nawala that Patali seems confident of getting the candidacy. He went on to say that, with support coming soon from Chandrika and Maithri too, Patali will be the main challenger to AKD. When reminded of a media statement issued by Chandrika that she has not decided on a candidate yet, Patali's friend claimed Ranil was behind that announcement. But her support is for Patali only, he said. He also said Maithri has promised Patali over the phone before leaving for the US to make preparations for their alliance soon after his return. Patali's arrival in the scene has shaken Sajith, AKD as well as Ranil, he went on. AKD and Lalkantha did not go to the URF's function at Kadirgamar Centre, despite being personally invited by Patali, because they know what he is up to. If Patali contests, Ranil will lose candidacy only and will have his support too. But AKD will lose both presidency and his camp because of Patali, his friend explained. That's the way of their thinking. Dharana, owned by Dilith itself, has carried the announcement of Patali's candidacy intention. What remains to be done is to campaign against the JVP in the south, for which an alliance will be formed in end March, he added. But Patali's old political buddy Asoka Abegunawadena says in his YouTube channel that he does not stand a chance to be a candidate. In the meantime, Gamanpila has become concerned following Patali's announcement. Champika is as dangerous as 13. said his one-time ally at Irahari Keelin on Swarnavahini on the 19th. It is pointless for someone who could not poll the highest votes from Colombo to contest for the country's top position, said Gamanpila. Further, he is an abuser of power, shows no management skills, behaves like a thug, and is short-sighted in politics, he charged. It is difficult to think that Ranil is prepared to accommodate Patali as the South's candidate. But politics is like weather. It can change any time. GL seems okay, but not the others. Dilan says 7 FPC MPs have decided to support the SJB. In the beginning, the FPC comprised 13 MPs. Their agreement in 2022 was to elect Dulles the president and to appoint Sajith as his PM to form a coalition government by them, says Dilan. By now, the opposition commands 80% of the votes, with just 20 PC for the government. But the difficulty is to unite the parties in the opposition, and attempts so far have been unsuccessful. In the end, GL, Godahiwa and Dilan joined the SJB. However, forming their alliance is getting postponed with the reasons said to be disagreement over SJB electoral organiser positions. It is OK or GL who has been promised the top position in the SJB national list. Godahewa is yet to get Katana, and same is for Dilan. Promises given to lure them are yet to become reality. Analysts give up on Gov, ask Sajith, AKD for their shadow cabinets. With AKD in the peak, Compass stage is getting all the more attractive. Only Sajith and Dilith had been attacking AKD, while the government seemed unimpressed. But those in the government now understand what is in store for them. Wijayadasa started attacking the JVP, saying it had changed sides 4 times within the past 11 years. He cited its alliances with Chandrika in 2004, with Mahinda in 2005, with Ranil and Fonseca in 2010, and with Maithripala in 2015. In the meantime, posts are getting shared such as, "Wave came, made it beautiful, went back." Another with a picture of Ranil says, "Wave goes anywhere, but should return to shore." Certain analysts have already calculated that the government would lose. They started asking Sajith and AKD as to how they would rebuild the country once elected. One of them, Uvindu Kurukula said on Facebook that he would not help any party until they name their shadow cabinets. "It is better the people are informed in advance on that," he said. His post comes with a picture of a newspaper cutting from as way back as 1956. It is about the shadow cabinet of opposition leader N.M. Pereira when Bandaranaike was the premier. A shadow cabinet is a Westminster tradition. It appoints its own members to supervise government ministries from the opposition. Once get elected, they are appointed for the particular subject. But that practically happened in Sri Lanka only a few times, so be it or not, it is better for anyone to name shadow cabinets. That will give an idea to the voter as to who will be in charge if elected, and the media, too, can raise matters more easily from each party, is what Uvindu says. None says so to those in the government. It seems nothing is left to ask from them. The government keeps its silence. And what is going to happen is uncertain. We can only wait and see. That's it for today.